Hi sir, I'm Raisa Khan and I will be explaining the description of the company for this presentation. So as we can see on slide, we choose MySimi.MySTN PhD company, and the MD of the company, Mohammad Nizamuddin Saleh sir, helped us a lot throughout the project. So this company is a 100% Bhumipotera owned company that was established on 23rd January 2015 to further expand its technology consultancy based business, initially with MyWeb services and solutions, registered in mid 2007. The official operation of the business are around the states of Selangor, Kuala Lumpur and Negri Sembilan. The business areas that are the main focus of the company are as follows: technology-based business development, development of dynamic and static web information resources, digital information resource development, and some of them are coming soon, the projects, among them entrepreneur magazine publisher, web cafes development, content management system development. MySimi.my offers full cycle development services for web, mobile and desktop. They provide custom software and web application development services for the specific needs of their customers, including development of dynamic websites using contemporary content management system CMS, e-commerce solutions, mobile application development, and application development for a variety of business needs. Additionally, they work with a wide variety of web application technologies for front-end, back-end, database development and mobile. For the databases, they use MS SQL Server, MySQL and Oracle. For mobile, they use both iOS and Android. They work with both the systems. We have chosen this company because as this company provide custom software and web application development to the customer for the specific need of their customers, so this company may help us for our project to get more information as they are computerized based business system. Next part will be continued by my fellow mates. Thank you, sir.
Hello sir, my name is Atala Kovi. I am going to talk about problem of study in our project. We asked some questions to the MD of MySimi.my about the company. The problem we focus on the company and for our project is how does the company secure customers' information, if any, what are the ways they handle their risk management, how does the company control physical threats, did the company catch any cyber attacks, how often does the company refresh its assessment of top risk, how effective is the company in managing its top risks, does the company have any an assessment project to identify risks, does the company focus more on internal risk or external risk. According to the discussion, the answer we got from them, the company only collect vital data and limits access to the data. Not all employees will have access to the customer's information. Next, the company uses an avoidance approach to avoid as much risk as possible. If the risk is unavoidable, the company will try to minimize it with any suitable methods for reducing it. Moreover, company will always take backup and secure the data from being deleted or corrupted from the system. The server rooms are locked and placed under surveillance with tight security to enter them. The company will protect the business from physical intruders, where company installs automatic door locks door lock systems, and only employees with access cards can enter the premises. According to their information, the company has never been caught in any cyber attack because it has highly skillful employees who are always aware of signs, a potential attack, and take advantage of tools like antivirus and anti-ransomware software. The company also install very tight security to protect all the data from being hacked. Additionally, the company reviews assessment annually because it gives the company insight into the potential effect of risks in achieving the goals. From the discussion with the MD, the major problem we got is that the company itself doesn't have any assessment project to identify risk. However, company always follows the steps to perform a protect risk assessment as proposed by many big companies. The steps are identifying risk, determining probability, determining the impact, treating the risk, monitoring and reviewing the risk. That's all from me, sir. Thank you so much.
Greetings. My name is Emanathan. Now I'm going to present about the description approach to the risk assessment. The company we choose is mysme.mysandrianberhad. We use qualitative and quantitative risk analysis in order to measure risk exposure. This type of risk analysis prioritizes the identified project risk using a predefined rating scale. Firstly, we use likelihood scale, which is the state or fact of something's being likely. Secondly, we use impact scale, which is the scales are given a description of what the impact entails. Thirdly, risk ratings, which is classification of risk and their impact on the business in terms of reputational or economic damage to an organization or sector. And finally, we use risk rating indicator, which is measure used in management to indicate how risky an activity is. Then the method that we used in performing qualitative risk analysis. First, we have collected the questions related to the assignment from each group member and shortlisted them into 10 necessary questions that are needed to be asked. Second is one member from a group act as representative to interview managing director of mysme.mysandrianberhad, Mr. Mohammad Khairul Nizam Shaleh through messaging because we cannot do the interview face to face because he was busy with his work. After getting the reply from the MySMA representative that contains answer from our questions, we did a discussion to identify possible risks that the MySMA company will most likely face. So that is all about the risk assessment. Thank you.
Hi sir, I'm Sarvin. Today I'm going to present about top 15 risks of my SME company. There are so many risks in a company, but there are 15 important risks that should be considered. The risks are categorized under three levels, which is high, moderate and low. There are 6 high risks, 4 moderate risks and 5 low risks. The 6 high risks are insufficient risk management, assets risk due to natural disaster, vendor lock-in, financial and income repercussion, ineffective performance due to less outsourcing, encourage diverse views. The four moderate risks are incident response plan, prioritize cybersecurity risks, large workloads, and also crisis management. Finally, the five low risk are train employees, incidents of cyber attack, threat of malware, breach in the system, and also nature disaster. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Shashi Naidu and I'd like to present about risk mitigation plan. The first risk is incident or cyber attack, which is short-term planning for this is that should be necessary check in the system, while long-term planning for this is there should be a firewall for necessary security. Next is breach in the system. When there is a breach in process, all data kept in server is sabotaged. So in order to stop first step, it should be isolating, while long-term planning is to evaluate the loss done by the individuals. Next is threat of malware. It should be dealt with immediate and harm should be repaired, while long-term plan is to prevent attack of malware. Next is human caused data loss. To prevent data loss, companies should only allow skilled and equipped personnel near data system, and companies should also invest of training who are dealing with cyber security system. Next is natural disaster. Natural disasters are also responsible for data loss, and the company should install setup to less likely hit by natural disaster. Next is employee incompetence in the assessing risks. Conducting seminar create awareness while manager could define the job responsibilities and requirement. The next risk is large workloads. Delegate tasks and duty in order to fit employer experience, and employees should prioritize work to encourage team. The next risk is employee sabotage. Company should not handle sensitive information, and employees may use policy for protection. The next risk is data backup validity. Data must be secured by multiple security and by using multiple locations for storing will provide access for information. The next risk is no experts involved in data security. Train employees on cyber security, best practices, and offer ongoing support. And also conduct a risk assessment to identify where company valuable data resides and what to control to protect it. The next risk is crisis management. Contingency plan defines tools that are vital to company sustainability, and to minimize the impact of emergency should be taken. The next risk is train employees. Contingent in Contingency in plan keep workers tracked, and risk is mitigated by successfully qualified staff. The next risk is prioritize cyber security risk. Recognizing what you want to accomplish by having system in place is the secret to success, and identify internal and external threat and record them. The next is incident response plan. Build an emergency plan management that focuses on risk, and every company is special, and it also faces its own collection of threats in preparation. The next risk is encourage diverse views. Emphasize contact to ensure the practice procedure and cybersecurity works, and management to often perceive hazard from a single point of view. The next risk is ineffective performance due to less outsourcing. Maximizing the use of external resources by outsourcing assets, and delegates are accountable to expert or plan a particular task for a subsystem. The next risk would be financial and income repercussion. Diversify sales by providing a bankruptcy, and also establish a resource priority list so that the operational resources can be properly defined. The next risk is vendor lock-in. Read and understand the contract agreement between company and the vendor to ensure everything, and make negotiate and contractually document. The next risk is assets risk due to natural disaster. It is to protect valuable property by collecting important financial documents and keep copies of everything. And it also take pictures of damaged property and always call the insurance agent in order to protect everything. The last risk is insufficient risk management assessment. This should be planned, fixed schedule risk assessment so can be assessed in routine manner by everyone and assign a leader to supervise risk.